This is a test.
This is a test. What do you know about language arts, math, science, and social studies? Find out while playing along with Knowledge for College, where teams from competing UISD schools spin the wheel of knowledge and answer questions from a world of subject categories. It's a mind challenge for students and a chance to win for their school. But most of all, it's a really fun way to learn. Now, let's play Knowledge for College.
Hi and welcome. You're watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. And today we have students with us from Colonel Santos Benavides Elementary, and we also have students from Malakoff Elementary. And of course, before we meet our students, I'd like to take a little time to introduce our special guest host today, and that would be Mr. Martin Cuellar, Webb County Sheriff. Sheriff, thank you for joining us and welcome.
Thank you very much.
All right, certainly. And of course, just kind of as to inform our young students, just if you could just explain to us a little bit about what you do on a day-to-day basis as sheriff.
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you for having me here. I like doing these shows, and it's a lot of fun. Let me tell you what we do, and I'm gonna be brief about it. Okay. First of all, we are the chief law enforcement officer of the county. Okay, that's very important because we have a lot of responsibilities. One of the biggest responsibilities that we have is the county jail. Everybody that gets arrested goes to the county jail. We have to maintain their safety and maintain the people that go in and visit, the loved ones that go and visit, the people there. We have to make sure that we run a very efficient and effective jail. It has to be safe, okay? So the responsibility is very, very big, and we try to maintain that. Now, we also do patrolling, okay? We go out there and we patrol the areas, like Rio Bravo, El Cenizo, and even Laredo. There's areas that we patrol because people call us, and we need to go out there and make sure that they're okay. Their safety is our priority, and that's what we do. Now, one of the major things, that's very important that, even the President of the United States is concerned about is border security. As you know, we are also in charge of border security. We have a lot of deputies out there. We work overtime. We also buy expensive equipment, such as Terrahawks, the Bearcat. You probably are familiar with some of those because I know we take them to the schools, and we do the border security also. It's important that we protect our borders and that we maintain safety so y'all can do what y'all are doing now, as far as, going to school and going to the malls and being safe, while you do those things. We also, one of the last things that we do, we also take care of the courts. The courts are very important because we maintain the safety of the courts. And that's where how many of y'all gone to court, like a school project? Some of y'all have gone? Okay. And what we do, we maintain the security of the court, okay? We make sure that the judges and the people that visit, are safe, and that they can go in there without any problems, and we can make sure that nobody carries a gun inside unless it's us or a weapon or anything like that. So, we have to do that. We have a big, big responsibility.
All right, thank you, Sheriff. Let's turn our attention now to our students representing Colonel Santos Benavides. We have Lorena and Alex. And Lorena, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
My name is Lorena Tees, and I enjoy reading.
All right, what kind of books do you like to read?
I like to read young adult novels.
All right, excellent. Alex, what about you? What can you tell us about yourself?
I also like to read a lot of books, including the 800 to 1,000 books.
All right, very good. Any particular subject that you like?
Math.
All right, excellent. And representing Malakoff Elementary, we have Philip and Emily. And Philip, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
I like to do math, I guess, and I read mainly the series of Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
All right.
That would be it.
All right, excellent. And Emily, what about you? What can you tell us
I
about
like to
yourself?
draw and play sports.
All right, do you have a particular favorite sport you like to play?
Volleyball and basketball.
All right, excellent. All right, students, before we begin, let me just go over the rules very briefly. Each team takes turns spinning the wheel that you see behind you. We have questions in language arts, social studies, math, and science, and those questions are worth 5 points each. The wild turn category that you see there, those questions can come from any subject area, and they're designed to be a little bit more difficult, a little more challenging, so those are worth 10 points. And of course, once your time is up, you're going to hear a little bell, and that means you have a 1 minute time limit, so that means your time is up and you have to give us your answer right then and there. And of course, in order to earn the points, you do have to answer correctly, and if you don't answer correctly, the other team gets a chance to answer that question and earn the points. So let's see, we held a little coin toss earlier, and Malakoff Elementary, you're going to get to go first. So Philip or Emily, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? Go ahead. It's a good spin there. Has to go around at least once, in this case it does. And let's see, our first question of the day is going to come from the science subject area. So our science questions are down here. You did it? Hang on a second. Oh, it is. It's math.
Math.
So it will be a math question. And again, students, this will be worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. And that's your copy, and it'll be your copy. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. The subject is math, and the level of difficulty is medium. Question: which number is equivalent to the expression shown below? Parenthesis 7 multiplied by 100, parenthesis, plus, parenthesis 3 times 1, parenthesis, plus, parenthesis 8 times 0.01, parenthesis, plus, parenthesis 6 times 0.001, parenthesis.
And the choices are?
And the choices are A, 738.6, 703.086, 703.86, and the final answer is 730.086.
And students from Malakoff, you do have up to a minute to answer, but if you do have your answer, you can give it to us right now.
We have our answer.
What's your answer?
B. No, B.
All right.
The correct answer is B.
So,
Congratulations.
well, good job, Malakoff Elementary. You're on the board. And Colonel Santos Benavides, it's your turn. So, Lorena or Alex, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And let's see, our second spin of the day is going to wind up in the wild turn category. So let's see what kind of a question our students are going to get. This one's coming from the social studies subject area. And by answering correctly, you can earn 10 points. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, social studies. Level of difficulty is difficult. Question: what did the Emancipation Proclamation do? A, end slavery in the entire country. B, freed slaves in the Confederate States. C, freed slaves in the border states. D, ended the Civil War.
And students, you do have up to a minute to answer, but if you have your answer ready, you can go ahead and let us know. And if you need to think about it, that's fine. You do have up to a minute, so whenever you're ready, students.
D.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Malakoff Elementary, you have a chance to earn 10 points. Do you have an answer for us? And we do need your answer right now, please.
A, I guess.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. Sheriff, do you mind sharing the correct answer with our students?
The correct answer is B, freed slaves in the Confederate States.
Okay, so no points on this round, but good try, everyone. And Malakoff, it's your turn at the wheel, so Philip or Emily, go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please. And And as the spin goes round and round, it will come to a rest eventually. And looks like we're going to have another wild turn question. And again, students, this is worth 10 points if you can answer correctly. And this one's coming from the math subject area. So that's going to be your copy, and that'll be your copy.
All right. Math difficulty is difficult. Question is, the walking distance between Allison's house and the school is 1.45 miles. Allison takes his route 3 times a week to go to school and walk back home. What is the total number of miles she walks to and from school in 3 days? A, 4.35 miles. B, 8.7 miles. C, 4.45 miles. D, 8.9 miles.
And students, you do have up to a minute to answer, but if you have your answer ready, you can let us know right now. So,
B.
B is correct, 8.7 miles.
so good job, Malakoff Elementary. You earned the 10 points. And Colonel Santos Benavides, it's your turn once again. So Lorena or Alex, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And we'll see in a moment where the wheel is going to land. And it looks like our students have a math question. Another math question for our students. That'll be up there. And again, students, this will be worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. It's your copy and your copy.
Okay, the subject is math. The level of difficulty is easy. Question. Look at the list of numbers below. 17, 21, 24, 2, 91, and 64. Which of the number on the list is an odd and composite number? A, 91, B, 17, C, 24, D, 21.
And this is a math question for our students from Colonel Santos. And whenever you're ready, students, you can give us your answer. Go ahead.
D.
D is correct, 21.
All right, good job, students. You earned the 5 points. It's time now for a quick break, so let's go ahead and take one, and we'll be right back.
You could be the next Miss Laredo. The annual Miss Laredo 5-category scholarship pageant will be taking place for girls ages 6 to 26. Winners will receive a prize package which includes scholarships and a paid entry fee to the Miss Texas and Miss Texas Teen Pageant. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to represent Laredo. The pageant will be held at the Laredo Civic Center on June 16th and 17th. For more information, go to www.misslaredo.com.
Have you been invited to a United ISD senior prom but you don't have a thing to wear and you might be a little short on cash? Well, don't despair. United ISD's prom project could help. UISD is collecting new and gently used formal dress attire. Please donate and help make a student's dream come true. Donations can be dropped off at UISD's main office at 201 Lindenwood or call Rosie Cruz at 473-6331.
Attention class, Brittany.
Here.
Pat.
Here.
Jimmy. Does anyone know where Jimmy's at?
I just saw him at lunch.
Nuh-uh. He's at the movies.
Jimmy? Does anyone know where Jimmy's at?
He's at the beach.
I'm sorry.
Don't miss school!
Studies show that parents who are actively involved in their children's education more than double their chances of graduating from high school and even going on to college. Make time to get to know your child's principal, teachers, and counselor. Volunteer and get involved in your child's school activities. Even the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Invest in your child's future today.
Hi, and welcome back. You're watching Knowledge for College, and a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest here at UISD. And today we have students with us from Colonel Santos Benavides Elementary and from Malakoff Elementary. And our guest host today is Martin Cuellar, Webb County Sheriff. And Sheriff, I understand, I know the Webb County Sheriff's Department's always looking for some good people. I understand you're going to deputize some more students here right now.
Yes, sir. I want to deputize some junior deputies.
All right.
Okay, this is something that we do every 4 years. So starting this new term, I have to deputize you guys. Okay, so this is the way it works. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Okay. Do solemnly swear that I will perform my duties as a student to the best of my abilities. I will try my best at school to get good grades. And I will listen to the instructions of my teachers and parents. Amongst friends, I will be respectful. I will stay away from drugs, guns, and other dangers I may find. I will not bully others. Moreover, if I should ever see someone doing something bad or wrong, I will tell an adult immediately. I will give my life trying to help others. And stay clear of trouble. I promise to faithfully give a good life now as an adult. So help me God. Congratulations.
All right. I believe you have some badges for them, right? All right. All right, students. Congratulations, you all been deputized. So, let's go ahead and resume our game. Malakoff, it's your turn at the wheel, so Philip or Emily, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And let's see where the wheel lands, and that'll determine what kind of question our students are going to have, and that'll be a science question. And again, students, this one's worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. Otherwise, our students from Colonel Santos will get a chance to answer that question and maybe earn points.
Okay, the subject matter is science and the level of difficulty is easy. Question: what forms of energy are created from a lit candle? A. Sound and light. B. Light and thermal. C. Electrical and light. D. Mechanical and thermal.
And again, students, you do have up to a minute, but if you're ready, you can let us know right now.
B.
B is correct, light and thermal.
All right, excellent. Good job, Malakoff. Colonel Santos, it's your turn once again, so Lorena, go ahead and give us a good spin on that wheel. And as the wheel goes round and round, it will come to a rest eventually, and we'll find out momentarily where it's going to land. It looks like our students from Colonel Santos get a language arts question. And again, students, this will be worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. That's your copy. That's your
Okay, the subject matter is language arts. Level of difficulty is easy. Question: who is the bear in the Jungle Book? A. Fowl. B. Trevor. C. Bello. D. Harold.
And students, whenever you're ready, you can give us your answer.
C.
Ready?
C is correct.
All right.
Bello.
Baloo.
Baloo.
All right.
I didn't read that.
All right, very good. And Malakoff, it's your turn at the wheel. So Philip or Emily, go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please. And let's see where the wheel lands. It's going to keep spinning until it comes to a stop. And this time we do have a math question for our students. And again, students, this will be worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. That's going to be your copy. That's going to be your copy.
Okay, the subject is mathematics. Level of difficulty is medium. Question: Sarah bought an amusement park ticket for $24.95. Excuse me. A lunch pass for $8.50. A stuffed animal for $11.45, and a cap for $13.65. How much money did Sarah spend on these three items?
The choices are
A. $58.55. B. $58.45. C. $55.90. D. $44.90.
Is it supposed to say 3 at the end? There's 4. Yeah, there's 4 items and it says 3.
Let's see. I think it's supposed to be the 4 items, so go ahead and just do the addition and figure out the problem. Okay. And when you come up with the solution, go ahead and let us know. There's a math question for our students from Malakoff Elementary. And by answering correctly, they can earn the 5 points. Otherwise, our students from Colonel Santos, Benavides get a chance to answer that question possibly.
A is correct.
All right.
58 points.
All right, very good.
Cents.
Despite the typo, you got it right, so good job, Malakoff Elementary. And Colonel Santos, it's your turn at the wheel again, so go ahead and spin that wheel for us, Alex. And we'll see where the wheel lands. And it looks like our students will get a science question. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. Separate them here. There we go. That's your copy and your copy.
Okay, the subject is science. Level of difficulty is medium. Question: the moon's appearance seems to change shape or go through phases because A. only the parts of the moon lit by the sun are visible from Earth. B. the moon is seen at different angles from Earth. C. the moon rotates so quickly on its axis. D. the moon orbits Earth more slowly than Earth orbits the sun.
And students, this is a science question for our students from Colonel Santos, and whenever you're ready, students, you can let us know your answer.
Our answer is A.
A is correct.
Good. Only the parts of the moon lit by the sun are visible from Earth. Good job, Colonel Santos. Malakoff, it's your turn once again, so go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please. And the wheel will come to rest eventually, and we'll find out where it's going to land. And it looks like it's going to be a language arts question for our students. And again, students, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly.
Okay. The subject is language arts. Difficulty is easy. Question: who was created by Geppetto, the wood carver?
And the choices are
A. Fox. B. Pinocchio. C. Hedwig. And D, White Rabbit.
B.
B is correct.
Pinocchio. So good job, Malakoff Elementary. You earned the points. And Colonel Santos, your turn once again. So Alex or Lorena, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And the wheel goes round and round and will come to a rest eventually, landing in the social studies subject area. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly.
Okay, the subject is social studies. Level of difficulty is medium. Question: which body of water borders Texas? A, the Atlantic Ocean. B, Gulf of Mexico. C, Pacific Ocean. D, Red River.
B.
B is correct. Gulf of Mexico.
So good job, students. It's time now for a quick break, so let's go ahead and take one and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Matt. And I'm Katie. And we have a message for you ISD parents.
If your child will be attending a United ISD school next year as a pre-kinder or kindergarten student, it's time to register your child. You can schedule an appointment through May 26th. Registration must be completed at your designated elementary school, and the child must be present in order to register. For more information, call 473-2000 or visit www.uisd.net.
Hi, and welcome back. You've been watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest here at UISD. And of course, I'd like to thank our students today from Malakoff Elementary and from Colonel Santos Elementary for being such good sports. And of course, I'd like to thank our special guest host, Webb County Sheriff Martin Cuellar. And Sheriff, what did you think of our show?
I think it was great, and I'm happy to be back again. Also, some of the questions were difficult, but the students, they all did great.
Yes, they did. Very good. Of course, I'd like to take a little time to thank some of the sponsors providing prizes to our students. Talking about Chuck E. Cheese's, Sonic, America's Drive-In, and McDonald's of Laredo. And of course, you can watch Knowledge for College and other fine UISD programming on this station and on the public access channel as well. So with that, it's time to say bye-bye, and let's say goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.